And now finally we're up to number one. And let me tell you, this one was never a question. When I first watched this scene, I thought it was without a doubt the finest acted scene in the history of cinema, video games, or anything. And let me tell you, I honestly don't know if it's actually been outdone. I think maybe a few games have probably tried to do their best to really outdo it. But when I first saw this scene, and with Walken in it, you know, with the Walken factor, of course.
Y'all be wearing gold-plated diapers.
But also Clive Owen and David freaking Warner. David Warner does the best performance of his life in this scene. And this is before I knew about David Warner. I hadn't seen Tron yet. I hadn't seen, you know, I remember seeing later on, I remember seeing an MST3K episode with him in the movie where he played two parts, but that was about it. And this scene I saw was my introduction to David Warner, who I forever became a fan of after that. And it is, of course, the prison pit scene. And yeah, I'm sorry, but you have to see it for yourself, and that's why it's number one.
Access, sir.
So you made it through after all. Bravo.
Bravo. You know how many people have died?
Oh, who the hell cares?
Who are you?
Well, I suppose we're all friends around here. My code name is Reinhardt.
You sure you're not Malachi?
Don't be absurd. Malachi's dead. Do I look dead? Malachi and I, well, let's say we used to be Kronos' right-hand men.
Used to be.
So, where do I fit into all this?
Please, let us proceed in an orderly fashion. Information is a valuable commodity. Before I tell you anything, I will require certain assurances. I find myself being sought by both the Kindred and the CIS.
And you think we're the softer option?
Positively sponge-like, David. I require a CIS protection plan, a new identity on one of the more idyllic outworlds.
That could be arranged.
I never doubted it.
So, who am I?
Do you remember your brother?
My brother?
Your twin brother. You were born just moments before him, which made you the oldest. Therein lie the problem.
My brother? Son?
How he hated the way your mother doted on you. Then when you got sick with the AOS virus and they froze you, it broke her heart. Sa always blamed you for her death.
This is bullshit. It can't be.
What can it be?
When your father's heart gave out on him, you were still in deep freeze, so the mantle of power went to your little brother.
My father?
Vel Ricard. You are Vel Ricard II.
But he died 20 years ago.
No, he was put into a cryopod 20 years ago.
Lev, your father was founder of Ricard Planetary.
Which became the Kindred. Since taking over, Sa has turned himself into Kronos.
Kronos? That was a boardroom nickname for my father, the old man.
Now it's your brother, who was always unstable, but constant use of Revive.
Well, the anti-aging drug, that stuff's dangerous, isn't it?
Only insofar as it eventually makes you age faster, and as an added bonus, turns the mind jelly, which is what's happening to little Sa, much to our distress.
Till things got too messy, even for you. My heart bleeds.
Yes, it does bleed. It's bled profusely since that little accident we arranged. Do you ever wish that it was you that died and not your...
Shit, right.
David, he's just trying to wind you up.
Succeeding, it seems. But think, if you hadn't been frozen, you'd have been part of our war against the CIS. There wouldn't have been quite such buddy love between you then, huh?
Yeah, whoever I was, I've changed.
People don't change that much. Some are born wolves. Some are sheep. You might be wearing sheep's clothing, but your fangs are showing through.
Yeah, well, maybe losing my memory was the best thing that could have happened to me. It's given me a chance to choose who I am.
God, this has become dangerously close to being a religious experience. Forget it. As soon as all your memories return, you'll be just like you used to be. Your father's son.
Maybe he's right.
Your old man was a wise one. When he had Jan Mitor freeze you, he also stored all the company access codes with you.
Yeah, he did. I'm remembering that now.
When SAR went off the rails, Malachi and I knew we needed the son and heir back, but SAR found out, had Malachi killed in the Canero.
Those guys in the hospital?
The first two were mine. I didn't tell the idiots to trash the whole place just to get you out of there.
And the second two were SAR's come to blow me away, and when that didn't work, he sent Kindred Ops to tell me to finish off the job.
He knows you could replace him.
That's right, I will.
You maybe have a chance to test that resolve. He's coming to take someone out himself.
Who? Me?
His boss. The head of CIS.
Shilanabikov. The security conference.
The very same.
David, this is my war too.
What side are you on?
The right side.
Sir Harris, remember, once a wolf, always a wolf.
We were simple folk, knew nothing of your ways. And you walked into town, and things began to change. At first we wanted you to leave, it was all too much to take. But then your magic reached us, oh yeah, make no mistake. Pop culture hero, coming to save us all. You never judged us, taught us to stand up tall. Pop culture hero, taught us to be as one. After the prequels, the healing has begun.
Except once my pants are on, I make gold records.
Healing has begun.
Blistering guitars.